Hey, what's up? This is Leo from the Kairos system, and you're watching the Kairos Collaborative. I decided I wanted to, vlog the entire process of us moving from Ohio to the tri-state area because we're going to New York City for college. We're going to be moving, hopefully, to New Jersey. We're waiting right now to hear back from the realtor that we're in contact with, and it's been extremely stressful these last, 4 weeks or so. I've been trying to get a place together and get jobs together and make sure that we're stable once we move. We have a lot of trauma regarding homelessness, both in childhood and in adolescence and adulthood on our own, so the idea that our lease is ending here in a week and we still have nowhere to go is kind of terrifying for us. We're just really hoping that the guy tells us that it's a go and we can get a place, because if not, we don't really know what we're gonna do. Today's actually my birthday. It's the 23rd of July. I'm one of two parts in our one system, singular, that actually ages annually. So I'm trying to not focus on all of the stress of housing and just enjoy life today, because right now we're kind of playing a waiting game. So hopefully you get to see a moving vlog. Hopefully we're not homeless in 2 weeks again for God knows how many times in our life. Yeah, we're stressed right now. And on top of that, we recently had an integration happen with one of the parts that was going to be participating in this channel. We don't know if she any longer wants to participate. Having integrated, we're gonna have to figure that out. It might only be 4 of us as opposed to 5. More on that probably later. Probably. It's really new for us and we're still figuring things out and figuring out what that means for our system dynamic and how that's going to shift how we work together in our communication, because it always rattles everything on the inside whenever people fuse. A little bit of a system update if nothing else. But hopefully the next clip you'll see will be me telling you how we got an apartment. Hopefully. Hey, so it's moving day, and we're packing the U-Haul today, so we're gonna be getting on the road, hopefully in a couple hours, which is exciting, but we still don't have everything figured out, so I'm terrified. We're also with some family right now that's helping us move, and even though they're safe family members, in the last hour, they've brought up 3 different abusers, and it's been, even though these are people that we should feel safe around, even that sense of safety that we find in certain family members has been taken away by those people. It just feels really unfair that we can't even feel safe around people that are safe because of triggers. I don't know, we don't feel safe opening up around them because what they do know isn't enough. What they do know should be enough to know that that's not anything we want to bring back into our lives, even in something as simple as a discussion. I don't know. It just feels like a disregard of our pain and of the effect that's had on us. So now I just have to hear about it and have that sense of stability taken away, even when they're not supposed to have any more control. It's just kind of overwhelming. And I really had originally planned for this to be a happy, chipper vlog, but that's not always how life works out, I guess. Yeah, we've made it into Pennsylvania, so that's an hour and a half worth of driving. Definitely not as far as we'd like to be by this time, because we really have a limit that we need to get there by, and we're definitely gonna be late. On top of that, we've been driving with one of these, you know, safe family members. Just a lot of the ways that they interact with other people and reflecting back, the ways that they treat us can be very harmful, I guess, is the best, simplest, least triggering way I can put it. Can be very harmful to our mentality, and I can see why growing up with this person would have had a lot larger impact than how we're trying to make it seem, by kind of like downplaying the, trying not to call it abuse, because we're trying to build a healthy relationship, because we want to have some family in our life, even if it means having to accept some shittiness, because relative to the rest of it, it's like all we got. They're good people, but good people don't always do good things. But yeah, we definitely need to get back on the road, because we need to get to New Jersey, New York City area ASAP. We really need to be like an hour ahead of where we are right now, so yeah. I've been hella dissociated, but I've been really needed to focus on driving, on paying attention to the signs. I'm not driving, but I'm like navigating. And it has not been easy. It has not been easy, and the more people yell at me, the more I dissociate, the worse I do. But people just assume that yelling is going to help get the job done, which certainly is not the case for me. Yeah, just trying to get it over with, really. I'm so sick of relying on other people. Just got finished getting screamed at because I didn't, you know, realize a turn. And yet, if I say too much, I get screamed at for talking too much. Can't make them happy. I'm so glad we got out of that household though, but the longer I'm away from it, I just we just block out all of the worst parts so easily. And I want to build a relationship with this person, and the more time I spend with them, the more toxic I realize they always were, and they still are. But I just want to have a family. I'm sick of relying on people. Like, they're upset with me because I'm trying to get there at a certain time. I have an appointment made. This is about me being homeless or not. They already said they would do shit. They already said they would do it a certain way. And now, because I'm not as willing to go with the flow because I actually have expectations and a time frame, I'm the problem. I'm just tired of getting screamed at though. I honestly don't even fucking care at this point. I don't have the energy or like the capacity to even recognize that there's gonna be anything beyond this moment. It's just so fucking stressful. I really wanted this to be a happy vlog. I was like, oh, film this and I'll be able to go back and reminisce. I don't want to reminisce. It's really good to have somebody to rant to though, even if it's just a camera. Like, it's so helpful to be able to just say what I'm feeling because nobody fucking listens. Everybody heads to the stress. Everybody's got something else on top of it all. Alright, so I gotta update you guys because I just got a call back from the realtor and he's saying that everything's looking like it's gonna be a go because we got a co-signer and shit, and because, you know, just our money's online and all that, all our ducks are patterned up. So everything should be good. Everything should be fine. I'm dissociating. That's not what I was gonna say. I'm a lot less anxious now. I mean, on the same time, like, you know, I'll believe it when I see it, but just knowing that things are looking like they're gonna work out and we're not gonna be homeless is a huge relief. It's a huge relief. Right now we are smack dab in the middle of Pennsylvania, about 3.5 hours away from New Jersey, at least where we're going in New Jersey, around Jersey City area. And there are some beautiful mountains. But yeah, after hearing back from the realtor that things are looking good, I'm feeling a lot better. Everyone's feeling a lot better, so people are less stressed, so people are being chiller, which is really good.
Heyo. So, I promised Leo that I'd record a vlog, but I didn't promise it'd be a good one. I'm sitting in our, moving van, even though I don't drive, but just because I needed somebody here private to record. There's a lot of people walking around outside of our, hotel area, and that's what I'm looking at. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I promised Leo I'd make an update because he was really resistant to switch, even though things were getting really triggering for him, in a lot of ways. But he didn't want to switch because I feel like I should lean back, but this lighting's so weird. He didn't feel like he could go back because he has stuff he's got to do that he doesn't feel he can communicate to somebody completely. If he does, he'd have to write it all out, and it was a big thing. And then he was like, and I need to record my vlogs, and I was just like, we have pretty good communication. I'll just take over. I'm emotional protector anyway. And he was even reluctant to do that because he was like, no, I need to be out for this. This is an important experience. I have to support other people. I can do that stuff. Anyway, so now I'm out. So you see how that went. It just kind of got to be too much. So sucks for him. Not for me though. I should probably go. I don't even know what else to say. Okay.
Alright, well, we're about to be on our way to New Jersey. We're going to be finally arriving in the city today, and I should be hearing back from the landlord officially on the apartment and everything today, so feeling calmer, feeling less anxious. Don't think I'm co-con, I don't think I'm dissociated, which is really good.
Oh my God, do I pray?
I pray every single day for revolution.
In and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right, you seem to have the time. But when it's hard, you just grow cold up. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. Been here 1,000 times. Set up a stage of lies. Say we're done, say it's over. Shouldn't be coming back, but somehow we connect. Acting drunk even though it's
Alright guys, audio is gonna suck because I don't feel like plugging in my microphone because that's a lot of work. But we're in far East Pennsylvania. We're about to be entering into Jersey. But yeah, this is literally the final leg, and I haven't been navigating. My boyfriend has, and it has been so much less stressful. And our driver, he's been a lot less stressed and angry, which is really nice, really nice. He has done no yelling on this stretch of the journey, which has left me a lot more calm. And I've just been sitting in the back with the cat, filming the scenery, living a good life right now. So hopefully it stays like this, and things can just be okay from here on out.
but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good but we keep lighting fires. We keep on talking and talking, talking and talking. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you.
Alright, so we have finally made it to Jersey. It's actually been a couple days since I've really filmed anything, other than like some stuff around the city when we were driving around, just getting things figured out. Everything's pretty much done, setting up, making sure we have an apartment. Basically, just waiting on confirmation. I'm really tired right now, if you can't tell, because just this entire trip, of course, has been extremely draining and overwhelming because we're moving, across states, and that's a lot. And, on top of all the trauma shit and trauma constantly getting triggered, constantly. And so even though things are working out, I'm still kind of like wound up really tight. But like the closer we would get to being in Jersey the other day, like the more I'd get this feeling of, I guess, like being proud of us finally, you know, like I kind of like, we're actually making sure. Okay, had to move because people. But yeah, the closer we would get to the city, the more I'd get like overwhelmed with this feeling that like we're actually making it, you know, like we're making our dreams come true. We're going here to the tri-state area so that we can go to college, so we can get a degree, so we can get a job in psychology, which is something we're very interested in, which is something we love, so that we don't have to be in poverty anymore. And we can start to get the medical care that we need and get the mental health care that we need and get somebody that's actually qualified to help us instead of just quitting on us and saying that we're a lost cause because they're not experienced enough to assist us, which has happened several times now with a lot of the therapists we've seen in the past. So it kind of feels like our life is finally going to start, and that's something that I've like brung up so many times in the past, of feeling like I'm just on pause and like waiting for something to happen, for things to change, for things to get better, and it's like they finally are, and it's because we chose to make them better, and we did things to make our life improve, and for that, like, I couldn't be more proud of us. And that side of it's really amazing, but the stress is by no means over. Like, the hurricane's hitting tonight. We still haven't signed the lease, but it's looking like that's gonna go through. But even if we do, we gotta get moved in. The U-Haul's late as of today, so that's gonna be additional charges, which is more stress. Don't really like staying in hotels, don't like being in our own bed. More stress. But we're getting through it. We're getting through it, and there's a lot of good things to consider. And I'm psyched, and it's a big change, and it's overwhelming, but yeah. I don't know, I'm gonna try, and we've been talking about going to visit NYC and maybe seeing the college that I'm gonna be going to and all that stuff, so if we do that, I'll make sure I get some footage of that. And probably the next like updatey thing you'll actually see will be when we, you know, get the apartment and get into it, so hopefully.
Alright, hold on everybody. Hold you guys 10 seconds.
So, we're finally here. And we just got done settling in and said goodbye to the family, and that was really hard. Just because, I mean, like I've said in earlier clips, there was some hard times with being triggered, with people being aggressive, and it did make me realize the idealization that I tend to hold towards these people that I don't always see, because I want to have a positive relationship, and that was really painful to recognize, but it doesn't change the fact that I still love these people and I still want them in my life, because they're people that are trying to do better and that are trying to be better and are trying to be healthy figures in our life. But we finally made it and we're here. And I feel so accomplished and happy, and like we're making our dreams come true. I have a job. My first day is in a few days. It's just in a city not too far from here, and we have college orientation in about a week. And everything's working out, and that's amazing. And it's just, I'm dealing with a lot of emotions right now, so I'm not necessarily the most like pumped about it, but it's definitely a huge change for us, and it's a change for the better, and it means that we're going to finally get the real help that we need. And this is the end of the moving adventure, and hopefully the next time you see us we'll be a lot more settled in and stabilized, but this is the beginning of a really good thing for us. And thank you, especially if you watched to this point. Thank you so much for joining us and for seeing this through with us, even though it was very stressful. It has a very, very happy ending. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching.